Hello, this is Easy Chinese and I'm Jenny. Last time I have introduced about the Hanyu, the Mandarin, the pinyin, which including the initials, which is like the consonant in English, and also the finishings, mostly like the vowels, single vowel, double vowels and triple vowels, and also some whole pinyin. But with this pinyin, you still cannot pronounce the Chinese characters accurately. You need to know the tone, and then you will be able to pronounce it. So today I'm going to introduce you the tones. Okay, talking about tones, I think if you are a non-Chinese speaker, it's very confusing actually. For example, like English people, if they say good, 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 they are all the same meaning, right? Good. Even you use a different tones. Maybe you want to emphasize, different way, but still it means the same thing. However, Chinese, if you say slightly change the tone, they can be another character and means completely different thing. So today, I want to help you. Hopefully I can help you to master, these delicate difference between the different tones. And before I introduce these tones, I also want to remind, remember I mentioned previously that we are learning the Mandarin, which is the official Chinese language. However, there are so many local dialects in China. Talking about tones, for example, if even Cantonese, there are at least 6 tones, but Mandarin, mainly, we're talking about 4 tones and plus a light touch tone. So let's see how are we going to pronounce this 4 or 5 tones. The first one, I make you example. Remember, last time we have learned this b, a, initial is b, final is a. So together, b, a, ba. Ba is the first tone. See, the sign of the tone is flat, is a flat stroke. Means the pronunciation is a strict flat tone. Ba. When you pronounce this first tone, your sound track does not change the position from the beginning until the end of the pronunciation. If you put your fingers on your sound track, you can feel it. Ba. From the beginning to the end, doesn't change the position. It's flat. Ba. And it's naturally prolonged. It's like a bit, compared with the other tones, you feel it a bit longer. Ba, a. It's a straight flat tone. If we change the tone slightly, we say b, a, ba. Ba is the second tone. You can feel in the end it's slightly upper. Your sound track, you can feel it. If you put your finger on your sound track, you can feel it in the end. The beginning and end, the change is not the same position. Ba, a, in the end is a bit light than the beginning. Ba, simply change the tone, it means another character, or can have many characters with this have the same pronunciation ba, but is completely different from ba. Somehow this pronunciation is like the question mark in English when you ask a question. What? It's like this tone. The third one, b, a, ba. Ba, you see the sign is like a tickle sign. Means at the beginning, your sound track is like going down and then finishing with the going up. you can feel your soundtrack. Ba at the beginning went down, goes down, and then goes up. So this is the sign, means how to pronounce it. It's like ba. And the fourth tone, ba, ba. This tone is a falling tone, which is at the beginning is very high, ba, and you feel it's a bit short, ba. So that's why we use this sign, from top up to down, ba. So after these main 4 tones, there is another, we call it maybe the 5th tone, is a light touch tone. See, ba, ba. We don't put any sign on top of this pinyin because it's just a very light and a quick touch. The same thing, this one you just say ba, ba, ba. It's not the first tone. It's just a very light and a quick touch. You say 好吧, fine, which is, if someone asks you, would you like to go out to eat together? You say 好吧, means fine. So at the end, you put this light touch tone. It's very quick and light. See, there's another initial and a vowel. The. This one is a double vowel. Ao. So the, ao. The first tone. Dao. Second tone. De, ao. Dao. Third tone. De, ao. Dao. The fourth one. De, ao. Dao. And if it's a light touch tone, de, ao, dao. Now I'm going to teach you the basic rules where to put the tone mark. Number 1, always find this R first. Whenever there is R, put the tone sign on top of the R. Of course, this tone sign, never put it on the initial. Always put it on the final, which always put on the vowel. When there is a single vowel, of course, you put the tone on top of the single vowel. When there is a double vowel or triple vowels, you always find the A first. And then next one is O. And then if there is no A, O, you find and then followed, if you don't find any of them, E, and the last one, U. So always A, O, E, U. See? A, O, E, U, U. Find this first, you put the tone sign on top of them, in order. This is the order. Other than the basic rule, like follow the order A, O, E, U, U, there are a few exceptions. This U, we, when they, we always put the tone mark on the second one. For example, le yu, liu, le wei, lui. And also, this one is a bit tricky. Yu. There are only 5, initials can put together with this finishing yu, the vowel. For example, there's no pronunciation for bo yu. You can only pronounce it as bo u. It's not bo yu. Bo yu is not a character. So only these 5 initials, ji, qi, si, ne, le can go with this yu. But when the yu goes with the ji, qi, si, you don't put these two dots on the top. You delete these dots, but people knows because it doesn't make sense. Ji wu, it must be ji yu, ju. Qi wu, you cannot pronounce it either. It must be qi yu, chu. Si wu is no pronunciation either. You can only pronounce it like si yu, su. So even it looks like you, but it should pronounce as yu without these two dots. However, if this yu follow this ne, le, you must put these two dots on top because ne, yu, you and ne, u, le, u, lu. If you don't have these dots, you should pronounce a u. But if you have put the two dots on top, it should pronounce as yu, le, yu, lu. So the fourth tone is lu. Ne, yu. The third tone, nu. But ne, u means nu, le, u, lu. So these are the exceptionals about the where to put the sign, how to write this pinyin. That's all for today. I hope you like it. I have many other things on my website, easychinese.com. You can find many Chinese food recipes and also the free lessons for Chinese characters, introduce detail the meaning of the Chinese characters and Chinese cultures and products, etc. Next time I'm going to talk about when and how to use this, for example, light touch tone. And there are also many characters. One character has the multi pronunciation, when to use it and how to use it. So until then, see you next time.